Democrats need to take a deep breath. And if you can't give Trump credit, at least give credit to the military. Because Trump has nothing to prove. The Democrats do.
You need to come out and you need to say they did the right thing. When we talk about building faith in our government, if something walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a freaking mongoose. It's a damn duck. Say so. Say so. Because by saying so, even if it's favorable to the other side in the moment, at least you're proving you're trustworthy. President Trump was right, and if Netanyahu was right, say so.
Senator Josh Hawley is here. Senator, does the President of the United States, either party, have to call Crockett for permission to drop 8 bombs on our enemy?
No, they don't. Whoever the president is, the president has the authority to order strikes, has the authority to do exactly what Donald Trump did. And by the way, what are they going to impeach him for, Jesse? Peace in the Middle East?
Right.
I mean, is that how the impeachment articles are going to read? That the guy brought peace to a 1,000-year conflict in record time and therefore we want him out of office? Sounds more to me like a citation for a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
So you're seeing the CNN say that the bombs didn't really blow up the nuclear facility and, you know, didn't really set them back at all. Does that sound like common sense?
No, it doesn't sound like common sense. It sounds like CNN trying to be relevant. It also sounds, frankly, like maybe some disgruntled intelligence officials trying to stay relevant. I mean, Donald Trump just went in, solved a problem. He's got a ceasefire. He's bringing peace. All of a sudden, these folks are worried they're going to be out of a job. They need something to say, so they're trying to stir up controversy.
All right. What do your colleagues in the Senate say about all this? You haven't heard a lot. No one really knows what to say. Are they happy? Are they mad? What?
Well, I don't know how anybody could be unhappy with what the president has achieved in the last, what's it been now, 24, 48 hours. I mean, he's got a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. He's got United States interests now are protected. I mean, listen, he's done everything that he said that he was going to do. I mean, how can you argue with the result here? How can you argue with the fact that the guy has just brought peace to a region that's desperately in need of it? I mean, again, sounds like a citation to a Nobel Peace Prize to me.
So what kind of juice do you bring over to Europe with the weekend Donald Trump just had, with this mission going so well? What kind of effect would that have?
A big effect. And listen, I think the Europeans now need to listen to him really closely when he tells them it's time for them to do more in their own defense in Europe. This is his big message to NATO. They need to step up. They need to start paying their way. They need to increase their defense spending. They need to get serious about what they're doing. The United States has just demonstrated under Trump, we're serious about our national security. We know how to take it seriously. Trump knows how to get a deal. He knows how to get peace. The Europeans need to pay attention. They need to start doing more right now.
Well, they're all saying they're going to pony up 5% except the socialist leader in Spain. I cannot wait for Donald Trump to pull him aside. That is going to be an instant classic. Senator, great to talk to you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.